Okay, TOEIC Reading 2, Unit 5, Infinitives and Gerunds. Let's do it. So, infinitives. What are infinitives? So we have eat, to eat, eating, ate, and eaten. Which one or ones are infinitives? Well, eaten is the past participle of eat. Ate is the simple past. Eating is the present participle. So they're not infinitives, but eat and to eat are infinitives. Okay, and there are two different kinds of infinitives. We have two infinitives, not TWO. We do have two kinds, but the first kind is called the to infinitive, TO infinitive, formed by taking the base of the verb, for example, eat, and putting to in front of it. To eat, to drink, to cook, to sleep, to shop, to go, to make, etc. So what we're focusing on in this exercise is how to use infinitives and gerunds. But first we need to know what they are, what infinitives and gerunds are. So one thing is that with this list, agree, decide, expect plus a direct object, happen, pretend, promise, manage, tend, etc. They can only be followed by a to infinitive, not a bare infinitive, not a gerund. So, for example, decide. We decided to go, not decided going, not decided go, decided to go to Paris. Shelley expected to get a promotion. Shelley expected to get, not getting, to get. I promised to do my work. Promise to do, not promise do, not promise doing, promise to do. Okay, that's how you use these verbs when it comes to infinitives and gerunds. They're followed by infinitives. Okay, so now, again, as always, if you want to do these exercises on your own before I give you the answers, just pause the video. Okay, the exercises are in the box below the video. So we have complete, do, leave, and call. Put the correct verb in each blank and put it in the to infinitive form. To complete, to do, to leave, to call. All right. So here we go. Here are the answers. Maria agreed to do the project. You could say to complete the project. Well, Tim decided to leave his job because he hated it. My cousin is expecting me to call him on his birthday. Mr. Han managed to complete his work by 7:30 p.m. Mr. Han managed to do his work. You could say that as well. By 7:30 p.m. Okay, and now bare infinitives. So when you take a to infinitive, such as to let, and you take away the to, you're left with the bare infinitive, let. Make, hear, see, feel, can, shall. Well, you have modals such as shall, could, would, may, etc. So with modals, there's no to begin with. Oh, I'm sorry. So after these verbs, that's what I meant to say. After these verbs, you use the bare infinitive. But let, make, here, those and that form are bare infinitives. So again, after these verbs, let, make, hear, see, feel, can, shall, could, should, would, may, might, had better, would rather, etc. You use the bare infinitive. So let go, let me go, make her do it, hear him sing. So some of these will have an object, a direct object before the bare infinitive. So here are some examples. This is what I was driving at, of bare infinitives: eat, drink, cook, sleep, shop, go, etc. So we have let's eat. So these special verbs in blue, okay, are followed by a bare infinitive, not a to infinitive, not a gerund. So let's eat, let us eat. So you have an object there, us, a direct object, and after that you have the bare infinitive. Okay, made, stop, hear, sing, should, drink. Okay, use the verbs below to fill in the blanks with the bare infinitives: get, play, perform, and come. So find where each verb goes and just put it in the blank. There's no reason to change anything. They're already in the bare infinitive form. So we have get, pay, perform, and come. I will make her come to the party. Min-oo saw his favorite singer perform. Again, these are all the bare infinitive forms. No to, no ing. Gina had better pay her bills. Lee and Emma should get married. All right. To infinitives. So to eat, to get, to go can be used to show purpose or intention, a reason, or as subjects, objects, adverbs, or adjectives. For example, the person to talk to about your problem is Miss Kim. So this clause in red, to talk to about your problem, is an adjective telling us something about the person. Okay. So we could say the new person is Miss Kim. So here it's easier to see the adjective. New is an adjective describing person. In a similar way, to talk to about your problem is an adjective clause describing person. All right. Next, to be or not to be is the question. That's from Shakespeare. So these are subjects. They're to infinitives used as subjects. So we could say, what is the question? You can see that what is the subject. That is the question. You can see the word that being used as a subject. Those are simpler examples to help you see that these are functioning as subjects. Okay. So next, the company's plan is to increase sales by 30% this year. So this clause shows purpose or intention. That's their plan. And next we have, to help her students prepare for the test, the teacher prepared a practice test. Prepared a practice test. Prepared is the verb. Prepared a practice test. Why? To help her students prepare for the test. So we could say prepared quickly. You can see that this is an adverb, quickly describing prepared. Well, that's a simpler example. So hopefully you can see that this clause, to help her students prepare for the test, is working like quickly. It's an adverb. It's telling you about prepared, why the teacher did that. Okay, and now George wants to play chess. To play is a to infinitive being used as an adjective. I mean, as an object. George is hungry. That's an adjective. George wants tteokbokki, rice, pizza, chicken. So here you can clearly see that what comes after wants is an object, right? Well, it's the same here. It's just a little more complicated. Wants what? To play chess. Okay, this is an object. Okay, so put these verbs in their to infinitive form, ask, eat, try, lose, to eat, etc., in the correct blanks. So number one, that's going to be, or number 9 rather, that's going to be a subject. To try. Again, if you want to stop the video and do these on your own first, you can, or you can just do them with me. The employee to ask for help is Miss Swanson. That's an adjective describing employee. Lily likes to eat at the mall. Likes what? To eat. That's an object. Okay, and to lose weight, you should eat healthy food. Eat why? Eat healthy food. Why? To lose weight. That's an adverb. Okay, so we just looked at infinitives. Now let's look at gerunds. What are gerunds? A gerund is a verbal noun. That means it's a noun that's made from a verb by adding ing. So hopefully you can spot the gerund in this list. Eat, to eat, eating, ate, eaten. Exactly, it is eating. So let's see how gerunds are different from present participles. All right, so a gerund is a verb with ing at the end, and it's used as a noun, but we can also use verbs with ing at the end as verbs, right? Present participles, as in she is cooking, he is dancing. In those sentences, the ing form, the ing forms are being used as verbs. But we're focusing on how they're used as nouns. So we need to see the difference. So I am eating, I eat, I ate, I have eaten. These are all verbs. Eating here is not a gerund, it's a verb. It's the present participle in the present progressive. But if we say eating is important, now eating is a noun, it's a gerund. Just like we could say healthy food is important, exercise is important. Eating, healthy food, exercise, those are all nouns. Walking is good for your health. That's a noun. It's not I am walking. That's a verb. Okay. All right. So gerunds are often used as subjects. Swimming is good exercise. Singing is difficult. Watching movies is fun. These are all gerunds and they're all subjects. Okay, so put these verbs in these sentences as gerunds. Visit, forget, get, and wash. All right. Get, what's the gerund? Getting, double T, enough protein in your diet is essential. Forget. What's the gerund form? Forgetting, double T. To do your assignment is not an excuse. Washing your clothes regularly is a good idea. Visit. Here you only need one T. Visiting your loved ones on holidays and birthdays is common. Okay. Next, gerunds are often used after be as a subject complement with an E, complement as in complete. They complete the subject. So we can say 2 + 2 = 4, or 2 + 2 is 4. So this is telling you that the subject complement for is the same as, as the subject, 2 + 2. So I am a teacher. I is the subject. A teacher is the subject complement. I and a teacher are the same thing. So with that in mind, let's see how we can make similar sentences using gerunds. My parents' favorite activity, is playing board games. Okay, so we have the subject, my parents' favorite activity, and we have the subject complement, the thing that completes the subject, playing board games, and they're linked by the verb is. Okay, playing, that's a noun being used as an object, a subject complement. Okay, Mr. Thompson's new business is fixing cars. So what's his new business? Fixing cars. So we have a gerund, fixing, being used as a subject complement. It completes the subject. Okay, so put these verbs in their gerund form and fill in the blanks. Land, stroll, use, find. Heather's new weekend activity is strolling on the beach. That means walking slowly. The scientist's problem was finding the correct percentage of the chemical to add to the cleaning agent, or using. The police chief's new tactic for solving crime is use, what's the gerund? Using a tip hotline. The saleswoman's big break was landing Linux Incorporated as a new client. So landing, just like if a fisherman gets a fish on his line, he has to land it, bring it to land or to the boat. So in the same way, if you land a client as a salesperson, you're completing the sale. Okay, next. Gerunds are often used as objects of prepositions and phrasal verbs. So we have a phrasal verb such as think about. And we have in that phrasal verb a preposition about, and prepositions are followed by objects, and objects have to be nouns. And gerunds are nouns, so we can use gerunds after prepositions. Just like we can say think about food, think about you, we can say think about moving. Here, this is a gerund. All right, so Mickey is thinking about moving to Japan. Mr. Lopez was concerned about paying his rent. The old woman talked about growing up in Australia. So there, moving, paying, and growing up are all nouns. They're gerunds. They're being used as objects of the preposition in the phrasal verb in their respective sentences. Okay, borrow, run, take, and choose. Turn those into gerunds and put them into the correct sentences. My cat is afraid of taking a bath. So we have of, that's a preposition, and taking, the gerund, is the object of that preposition. Miss Flores's neighbors asked about we've already used take. We could use it here, it would make sense, but let's go with borrow. Borrowing our car. The idea of run, double N, running 20 kilometers is frightening. The team is voting on choose, no E, ing, choosing a new name. All right, let's see how we're doing. We've got a few more sections. Okay, gerunds are also used after certain verbs and phrases. So we had that list up above of verbs followed by infinitives, bare infinitives, okay, and another two infinitives. This one is a list of verbs followed by gerunds. So you cannot put a to infinitive or a bare infinitive after these verbs. Avoid, consider, deny, enjoy, feel like, etc. Okay, so deny stealing, give up trying, postpone going. Mrs. Flaherty denies stealing the money. The nurse gave up trying to find the doctor. We can postpone going to the store. Okay, with lists like these, it's just a matter of memorization and practice and paying attention when you're talking or reading. I'm looking for examples. All right, so fill in the blanks with these verbs in the gerund form, okay, in the correct sentence, whichever sentence they go with. Please avoid talking during the test. You should consider quitting, two T's, smoking. We really enjoy talking about movies. Do you mind switching seats? Okay, good. Here we have some expressions that are followed by gerunds. Be busy, it's no use, cannot help, have difficulty. We cannot help leaving early. Jackie's grandparents have difficulty getting up and down stairs. It's no use doing that, okay? I'm busy cooking. So put these verbs in the correct sentences in the gerund form. Take, prepare, get, and find, or talk, rather. My grandmother is busy preparing dinner. It's no use talking to Peter. He won't listen. The customer had difficulty finding the right item. The painter couldn't help getting some paint on the floor. All right. Infinitives versus gerunds. For an object of a preposition, you can use a gerund, but not an infinitive. We looked at this earlier. For example, Ha-Jun is interested in, that's a preposition, in, so we need a gerund because we need an object which has to be a noun, and a gerund is a noun. In going to Harvard Medical School, not in to go or in go. Interested in going. Dr. Hill was afraid of driving really fast, not afraid of to drive or drive, afraid of driving. Okay, so put these verbs in their gerund form in the correct sentences. Go, move, work, retire. I'm thinking of moving to Australia. Professor Yoon is tired of working on weekends. Admiral Becker is excited about retire, no E, ing, retiring next year. Stacy's dog is scared of going to the veterinarian. A veterinarian is an animal doctor. We normally just say vet. Okay. After hate, love, and like, you can use an infinitive or a gerund. There's no difference. Jillian hates to ski equals Jillian hates skiing. They are 100% the same. Hareen loves to dance. Hareen loves dancing. They're the same. They might be slightly different in British English, but in American English, they're exactly the same. Jerry likes to drink his coffee on the porch equals Jerry likes drinking his coffee on the porch. Okay, so put these verbs in their gerund or infinitive form in the correct sentences. My girlfriend hates watching or to watch horror movies. Miss Rogers loved vacationing or to vacation in Switzerland when she was a little girl. Dr. Nagao likes to write or writing about her area of expertise. Cats don't like swimming or to swim. All right. In the last section, so we're going to compare something we've already talked about a little bit, verb plus ing as a gerund or as a present participle used as an adjective. So sometimes present participles, the ing form, cooking, dancing, eating, are used as verbs, I am eating, and sometimes they're used as adjectives. We can say eating utensils. Utensils are knives, forks, spoons, chopsticks. These are eating utensils. That's eating being used as an adjective. Okay, so skiing is great exercise. This is a verb plus ing being used as a gerund. It's a noun. It's the subject of the sentence. Okay. So the people who are skiing over there are my grandparents. Who are skiing? You can see that this is a verb, who are skiing. All right. But we can reduce it and just say the people skiing over there. And then skiing becomes an adjective. Either way, it's the present participle form of ski. All right. Who are skiing? Are skiing, that's a verb. The people skiing, it's just a reduced form of that clause. Their skiing is an adjective. So use the verbs below to fill in the blanks with either a gerund or a present participle. Either way, the form will be the same. Let's see if you can determine which is which. So know, drink, run, and get. So get, ing, double T, regular exercise is really important for your health. The girl, run, double N, running on the treadmill. On the treadmill is my sister. The dogs drink, ing, water in the corner. We're homeless yesterday. And know, ing, how to save money is part of being rich. So which is which? Adjective or gerund. Getting regular exercise. That's a gerund. The girl, which girl? Who is running on the treadmill? So that's a reduced form of that clause, the girl running, that's an adjective. All right. The dogs, which dogs? The dogs who are drinking water. The dogs that are drinking water. So that's another reduced clause. That's also an adjective. And knowing how to save money, that's a gerund. Okay. If you have questions, you can leave them below or send me a message. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and benefited from it. Have a great day.